Hello and welcome everyone to tonight's episode of the Relics of Old. It's been a little bit since we've been on stream, but last time we were here, the group decided to check out the cave that ogre, corrupted ogre, was guarding. Walking a small portion into it, they were sort of ambushed by four goblins, corrupted goblins at that did quite a number on the party. Leaving one of them alive, they tried to question him as best they possibly could, but he didn't seem too bright. Frustrating many of them. In the end, they got what they needed out of him, and put him out of his misery is probably the best way to put it, because he was pretty hurt, considering. Heading back towards Spielberg, they collected the remaining 6 villagers from the Grung encampment that were earlier rescued, dropping them off with the sheriff, Heinrich, and collecting a reward for their return. They also collected a quest reward for the Grung encampment clear out from Sergei, and proceeded to attempt to shop a little bit, or at least price out the magic shop. Not finding a ton of luck there, they returned back to the Tabaxi Tail Inn, had a good meal, and most of them decided to turn into bed. Niara, on the other hand, had other plans, went and met with Sergei shortly thereafter, sending a few things back home. We pick back up with everyone snugly in their beds, safe in the inn walls of the city of Spielberg. Think, in your sleep, you hear the soft chiming of the bell that alerts you that your spell has been triggered. There is something in your room you did not expect to be there.
I wake up.
You snap awake, and standing over your bed is a dark-skinned woman. You'd say almost purplish in this light, even though telling color right now is very difficult, even in the darkness. She has long, greasy white hair that is about shoulder length, and she is reaching out one long, gnarled finger in your direction.
I will attempt to grab it and snap it backwards.
Gotcha. Go ahead and make a dexterity check for me.
Did I lose you guys?
I don't think so.
Shoot.
Nope, I got you.
Brought to you by Tech Difficulties.
Yeah. Hey, guys, have you heard about Tech Difficulties? They are our sponsor. They've been here since the beginning of this campaign. They're here week in and week out, whether you see them or not. And no matter what happens, it's usually brought to you by them. Pretty great. If you can, check them out. I mean, you don't really need to, because they kind of just pop up on their own, whether you buy their product or not. I feel like we might have lost Fink, though. We didn't accidentally... Any better?
Oh, maybe?
Did you lose your head? Did your headphones turn off? That would work too. I forgot we have text back right here.
Hello? We can hear you. If you can't hear us, this is pointless, but...
While we're waiting for Fink to return to us, we are going to go ahead and pop over to Petunia.
Hoo-hoo, Petunia.
Oh no.
While you're asleep,
Oh boy.
you are suddenly jolted awake by a something taking hair from your body, like kind of plucking a hair from your head, and that like sharp kind of like quick tug, because they didn't grab just a strand, wakes you, and you kind of turn and look, and standing before you, honestly, at this point, is Greasy Gretchen, the sea hag that you recently made a deal with.
Oh boy.
Her bluish skin, very not visible to you right now, because it's dark.
Yeah.
But just from the presence exuded by her herself, you feel that this is the person standing before your bed. As you can smell the seaweed that is dangling from her head.
The first thing I would do is scream.
Perfect.
I mean, something pulled something out of my head. I would be like, ow!
Sorry about that. This wasn't meant to hurt. And with that, she pops out of existence from your room. Think, do we have you back?
Yes.
Hey! All right, I need you to roll a dexterity check as you try to snatch this person's hand, this thing's hand.
Don't have anything to add. Probably not enough. Yeah, no. 4?
4. Just stirring and kind of trying to get away. You feel like you've got a bit of sleep paralysis at the moment. Like your limbs are extremely sluggish and it's hard to get them to want to move at all. But the figure goes, "Oh, well, this is rather unexpected. You weren't supposed to be awake." And pops out of your room.
Nothing was removed from my person, correct?
Nope. The alarm that you had cast the night before was still active and had warned you before that could have happened.
Okay. Good.
Finally, we'll move over to ESO. Oddly enough, since you are a turtle, you don't have much in the way of hair to pluck. But that doesn't stop some things from getting what they want necessarily. You wake up to a rather sharp pain as you feel something kind of cutting into you slightly. There is a woman with filthy black hair, dark green skin, and a wicked long fingers slowly like kind of chiseling a little bit of like your shoulder off to collect just a little bit of a skin sample.
Well, I would immediately try and pop out of my shell and grapple whoever is trying to cut me.
All right. As you go to do that, you kind of pop out. The woman, "Ah! That was rather unexpected." You go to grab, and you find that your hammer is in your hand at that very moment, kind of just like materialized straight into it, and I need you to roll an attack.
Okay. That would be... I'm gonna go 10 to hit.
10 to hit?
Yeah, rolled a 5. I'm sleepy,
So close.
I'm sluggish.
So close. So you go to do that. She steps back instinctively. Your hammer impacts the post of your bed, and with a resonating thud, you see a little bit of smoke almost sizzle off of the bedpost, and she pops out of your room as well.
Not without consent!
Iniara, you
Yep.
sleep through the night beautifully. As much
Trance?
as you can trancing. You do hear Petunia's screams, though.
Well, hearing Petunia scream, I would probably go and check on Petunia.
Sure. You make your way down the hall over to Petunia's door.
I'll knock. Well, no, it was a scream of being attacked, I assumed, basically.
It was a scream in pain.
I'll just open the door, or see if it, hopefully it opens, but...
Petunia, do you lock your door? Petunia's doing a lot of talking.
Yeah, Petunia definitely locks her door. Yeah, I was muted. There were...
Okay.
Well, not being able to open it, I will knock rapidly, going, Petunia!
I am going to roll a dexterity check to see if I trip on my way to the door because I am sleepy. I've
Can't
had
see.
my hair pulled out of my head. I can't see. Well. Hole 14. I think I would make it to the door, just still kind of clumsy.
Yeah, I think you make it through the door. You kind of bump into the nightstand a little bit, just kind of forgetting that it was there as you kind of stumble forward and are able to slowly but surely monkey with the lock. And you do hear the door unlock.
Yeah, I unlock it and open it.
Everything alright, Petunia? I heard a scream.
Someone pulled out my hair.
Well, rude.
I heard Greasy Gretchen's voice, and it was not cool. It was not cool. I think she
No.
pulled hair out of my head. I don't know why.
Can I stop and think about that one?
You certainly can.
What do I need to roll for that?
Why don't you roll me an Arcana check?
Alright. You find the candy bag? I rolled a 3, so plus something, at most probably like a 7.
Seems really weird. I mean, why would somebody need that?
Nope, sorry, Nate. Sorry, it wasn't.
It's got to be used for something. You just can't quite think of it at the moment. Unlike,
Be
it's kind of like right there, but you're not certain. Most likely used in a spell, though.
yeah, I kind of figured.
That's
But that's the
best you got.
metagaming
You don't
feat.
necessarily know what spell that would be part of.
That's not the right. First of all, it's rather rude to come into somebody's room at night. And then to pull a hair. She already gave her 2 gold out of that bag. What does she need your hair for?
To rudely awaken me from my sleep?
Do we hear the
bedrooms
thunk
right
of
there?
Iso's hammer hitting?
Relatively, yes. You'd probably hear this conversation going on in the hall as well. Eso, you as well.
So I would go in there.
Plus, the inn itself is very quiet, so kind of almost any noise would be fairly audible throughout.
I don't remember what accent I used for this character.
Very gruff.
You're kind of gruff.
Yeah, you're gonna kind of sound like this a little bit.
What's going on in here?
There you go.
There you go.
There
Nailed it.
was. Nailed it. In one.
Did I hear things being ripped out? What's going on? Someone was just in my room.
Yeah, Greasy Gretchen pulled hair out of me and then disappeared.
You mean that thing that we talked to?
Yeah, the sea thing that smelled of seaweed and grossness. That one.
It was like dead rotting fish smell, wasn't it?
It was a lot.
It was the bad smell of the
Yes, that is correct. It was the bad smell.
bad smell.
Well, sometimes
I had a white-haired broad in my room.
I feel left out. I didn't have anybody. Kidding, because I don't want anybody in my room. I'm sorry.
Where's Esau?
At this point, Iso's door will swing open loudly and crash against the wall, and he'll step out of his room just seething, still holding
There he
that
is.
hammer going, "Where are you? Where did you go? Come back here!" And as
We're
he
in,
steps out
we're in
into
Petunia's room.
Run, Petunia, run! I don't know what you did, but run!
I. Whatever that was, it certainly didn't look like
Did
that
you
one.
see who it was?
Some long-haired, scraggly. She tried to cut my shoulder. I mean, I don't even know why. Who goes after a shoulder?
They tried to pull Petunia's hair.
They
That's
did.
weird.
Did she get a hair?
As far
I'm not
as
the
I
right
know, it
accent.
hurt.
Well, that's not the right. The law. There we go. There.
Nailed it.
I feel like I
Insect.
have a lot of hair.
Why would somebody want your hair?
I don't.
Beautiful.
I mean, that's totally true there.
I mean, that's a matter of opinion.
I mean, I really want to do something with it, but I also
Savage
never
Esau.
do my hair.
Well, he doesn't have a hair on his body. He doesn't understand what's the big deal about hair. Everyone's always trying to style it. He doesn't get it.
Storage. I have no idea what she wanted with my hair. I just know she pulled it, it hurt, she poofed.
all I can think of is that it's something that they would need for a spell of some sort, but I can't think of anything past that.
Well, that's not
Hopefully we don't get DMCA'd for that song.
Sorry. As the book keeps getting paged through, it's been great.
It's a good book then, right?
Very good.
Did they take anything else from you? All I know is the person seemed surprised that I was awake. I mean, they stabbed a knife into my shoulder. I mean, I don't know why they think I wouldn't wake up.
I mean, who wouldn't wake up to being stabbed?
I mean, a haircut, does it hurt when they cut your hair? I would have no idea.
Not when they cut the hair, but if they pluck it out of your head, it will.
Well, you lucky bastards.
It's like being pinched.
It's very much like being pinched. I wouldn't suggest it.
I wonder why no one came after you, Iniara. Are you in cahoots with them?
But I know. I don't sleep.
Petunia who made the deal, wasn't it?
It was Petunia who made the deal, and I mean, I did make sure that the deal wasn't going to be missaid or misconstrued.
I mean,
Well, that's
that
not
doesn't
enough.
stop her from doing things outside of the deal either.
No, it doesn't. That wasn't part of it. The only thing
It
I can think
wasn't.
of, and it might not even be it, is I don't really sleep. I just kind of meditate. So I don't fully go out unconscious, technically, like you guys do. Which makes me a little bit more aware. I don't know if that's it, or... Well, there was only... Maybe there's only 3, and with 4 of us, somebody was going to be missed anyways.
Either way, bit rude. Oh no.
Oh no. She did say she's having trouble with her internet tonight, so.
And she's back.
Possibly. Think, do you need us to run without your picture for this evening?
Yeah, we can run without camera.
I feel like she wants to tell us something.
I don't know what's going on.
You guys are just in the hall discussing at the moment, but if you would like, we can switch to a no camera view for you if that makes it easier.
If it happens again.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go. No boots. You don't need to have boots on up here.
Gotcha.
Usually I can get better if I turn your guys' cameras off, though, and just do.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we'll try that. Okay. Did we come up with anything?
Nope. Just that it was very rude and that I didn't have anybody in my room, and that's weird.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. But, ow.
How much do we know about hags? Do we even know that they're hags?
Can I do a history check for that?
Sure. I'll let you guys do a history check.
I assume history check.
I wouldn't know.
Wouldn't you, Petunia?
I got a 19 on the history.
Gimme.
I should probably do a history check here.
19.
19.
19.
I also got 19.
I don't think I know what a dragon is at this point. I really don't.
A total of 3.
Totally don't know. Total of 3. I rolled a 2.
You both are pretty sure you've heard of the word hag before, but you're not positive anymore.
Could have
Maybe
been
not
Greg.
in polite conversation.
That could have just been bag. You don't know.
Yeah, it was.
Meanwhile, Iso and Iniara, both foul people, you are much more aware that these are entities that usually make deals with people. They are not necessarily inherently evil, but some of the things they carry out could be construed that way. Iso, you would be much more familiar with the blue burr hag than the common variety you've come across now.
The blue burr hag.
Yeah.
Okay.
So much more grotesque in appearance. It has blue skin, more or less looks like it's frozen to death, but it's still walking around.
Gotcha.
Pretty sure that's the one. We're going with it.
Like what I saw, or was mine just...
No, what you
right
saw
here?
is sea hag. No, you didn't see the sea hag. Sorry, that was the two.
Yeah.
Okay. All I know is it had white hair.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's kind of what you got. It had white hair and dark skin.
Sorry, I missed
which you
my
say
description.
is more purplish. Yours is blue, much more grotesque and misformed than the other hags you've come across so far. The other hag you've come across so far. And it kind of looks more like a person that is frozen to death, but it's also 8.5 feet tall.
And that's the one I saw in my room, right?
Not the one you saw in your room. Those are the ones you are familiar with from back home.
Okay.
Those are the ones that your area would be much more knowledgeable of, kind of thing. Not the one you saw in your room.
Gotcha. Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. It's good to get details right, and things can get confusing quick. Iniara, on the other hand, you would be very familiar with the night hag variety, more in the Underdark and in the Sickly Woods. They really prefer the swampy and more diseased areas. And as a result, you'd be familiar with a night hag, which usually has purplish skin and white hair.
So technically the one that went after Fink, because that one you said had purple skin.
That would be the one I said that went after Fink.
Did Fink describe the one, or I don't remember? Did you?
Said she had white hair.
She did.
Wait, Fink. White hair, the purple skin? I mean, it's dark. I know it's kind of hard.
Pretty dark. I couldn't tell you exactly what color the skin tone was.
We have night hags in my area where I'm from. What do I know about night hags, mate? Mr. DM.
That a night hag will often kidnap people.
Oh.
That is kind of their MO, is that they will kind of knock on your door in the middle of the night and kind of drop a sack over you and run.
What do
Kind
they
of thing,
do
like,
with the people?
Uh-huh. Kind of what you would expect a hag to do with a person.
Eat them?
That's one thing
Someone
they
just
can do,
pointed a
yes.
finger at
Yeah,
me.
sure.
I think they're... You're still here, at least, because they usually take people. And kidnap them
I
and...
had my alarm up, so
Oh, that's
I
good.
was kind of aware that they were there. It was there.
I mean, he's also pretty heavy. I mean, I tried to pull him out of water before. Whew. You're a big boy, Fink.
Thank you.
Also, we'll mark that down as first death of the campaign, but...
Didn't
Oh.
die.
Oh, it didn't die, I know.
I don't know
Yeah,
if
well-
was doing saves, but...
We're getting close. I'd have been needed to pretty quick after that, but we're good.
What time is it?
Darn dex check.
You take a moment and try to figure that out.
Yeah.
All right. You kind of walk down the hall a little bit, go towards the window that is there on the first floor, look up towards the moon. You take a little bit to find it, and you guess it's maybe 2 in the morning. Maybe 3. Those usually look pretty similar to you.
Not being from above ground.
Also that.
It's super early in the morning.
Yeah, we need to go back to bed, recover, get this long rest in.
Mm-hmm.
After all this time, I looked down. Is my hammer still smoldering? Like it was?
Oddly, yes. And
Oh,
now
hey,
that you're kind of
Iso,
taking a
your
moment and-
weapon's a little fiery, apparently.
And as you kind of take a moment to look it over, you notice that there is a red outline now, kind of etched into the face of the hammer. And you recognize the burning hearth of Boldre is now emblazoned kind of into the hammer head. So anything you smack with it will now also be, like, printed with Boldre's symbol.
Fink, did you do this? It's wonderful.
I don't think I touched your weapon.
Really?
Shield. I could probably do something for
Hello,
you.
little child. Isn't it past your bedtime?
Almost.
Ah, that's fascinating. I love it.
Little did you know, the Tabaxis had a little child that ran through their inn.
Who needed up, apparently. But do we get a long rest?
Go back.
Do you guys go back to bed?
I mean, yeah, I would.
Okay.
I feel like we should stick together.
Should we
Perhaps
pair up?
Yeah.
Well, I don't.
Can I,
I only need 4
can we share?
hours.
Oh.
Are the rooms big enough to fit 4 people into a room, or what would be max occupancy?
It would be really tight at 4 people. Like, the beds would take up all of the space. But you could make one giant bed if you really wanted to. I mean,
We could just pair
that
up
is an option.
for the rest of the night and we'll figure something out for tomorrow night.
2 comfortably, 3 would still be. It would be tight.
I'm okay with sleeping on the floor. Floor.
How far can I extend alarm? Like,
I think it's a 20-foot area.
Yeah, 20-foot cube, I think.
yeah, 20-foot cube.
Yeah.
I mean, I just need a nice, comfortable spot to sit for the most part.
So Fink and Iso share a bed. I'll sleep on the floor and she'll meditate. Perfect.
I don't sleep on a bed.
Well,
I
that
just lay
sounds
my
even
towel-
better.
I just lay a blanket on the floor and pop into my shell on the blanket. It's much more
But you're paying
comfortable.
for a room not to even use it, basically?
Correction, you guys do not pay for these rooms.
That's true. We didn't.
Nope,
Something
never
about,
slept on a bed.
reversing the affliction that was on the owner.
Fixing his marriage.
Kind of help things.
Right.
I just kind of pushed my mattress up against the wall and made much more room to sleep on the floor.
Let me go get my pillow and I'll go sit on it, and I've got something to sit on.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, perfect.
So just so you guys know, I did put my armor on before I ran out.
I figured
Oh yeah.
Okay.
it would be very unthink-like otherwise.
We have no idea what
Especially
Pink
since
looks
it
like.
only takes an action.
Right. Now, anyway.
Right.
Well, you guys can sleep, and I will meditate the rest that I need and be on watch for the rest of it. And this might be a nightly occurrence now, though. I don't trust them not to try again.
Well, especially since it sounds like
They weren't very
they ripped
successful.
out pieces of you two and not me. Or
Me.
Or Nara at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, because I could be the next target. Because there's only 3 of them. I mean, one of us would have been missed. And then tried again another time.
What deal did we make? If they're all about deals.
We did.
We were going to find her a new location.
Oh, with those vibrating stones. She needs another location with those vibrating
Yeah.
stones.
And then she would leave this one.
I'm glad you piped in there, because it didn't sound like Petunia was quite sure what deal she even made.
I
I'm glad someone was paying attention.
was paying attention when I made the deal.
It was a little unclear that night what actually happened.
Oops, stay on this
But
page.
okay.
Nope, stay on this page.
Well, perhaps in the morning we should discuss where we're going to go to find her a new place.
Place that has a lot of those vibrating stones, but I never know of those stones until we saw her.
Did we ever talk to the magic guy about him?
Oh no, we didn't. Speaking of that, we also need a pearl so I can identify the things that we got. And in the morning, Petunia, we got paid and we haven't gone through it yet.
Same, yeah. There's a lot of that. And I need to cast a spell. So I think what'll happen in the morning, if I give you the money, I need to cast a spell in the morning.
Alright. I will count it. That.
Sweet. I will write it all
But do you
down
want me to do
before
it during the
exactly.
night? I can do some stuff on my quote unquote watch.
I have to
2
take the
for
pencil from my
Aniara, 1
accountant.
for the group.
Hold on.
I can count it and then we'll see how we split it. I mean, technically,
Right.
I could do the counting during the night because I only need 4 out of the 8.
Mm-hmm. And you've got a good chunk of that already.
Right. I kind of figured you do
Alright.
2, 4,
So-
2.
Sure. Depends how you do it.
Well, that's probably how I would
Just
do it
crank
here.
all out right away, or
Right.
not. So, the 4 of you find space within Iso's room, albeit a little uncomfortably. Petunia crashes on the floor. Fink taking the bed. Iso spreading out on his blanket and kind of tucking a little bit further over in the corner. And Iniara setting down a pillow and continuing her trance.
I would have set my blanket right in front of the door and laid down there.
That works.
And I would ritually cast alarm again.
Okay, noted. Okay. Does Petunia pass over the coinage to be counted by Iniara during the night, or are you going to do that in the morning?
Yes, I'm typing up, I'm writing it. I'm battling a toddler
No worries.
the need of a pencil. So I was just grabbing all of the amounts and gonna write it to her.
Okay.
I think very shortly we might have to take a child going on a night break.
Yep, I was
Oh,
going
yeah.
to suggest that.
Do you want to do that now?
I'm in the
We
basement
can.
and I can hear her.
We can take a brief break here. We'll do that now and come back with the coin counts and continuation of the story for the evening. See everybody back in maybe 10 minutes. Welcome back, everybody. The group was attacked during the middle of the night by 3 different women, I presume, each seeking to take something from their person. Waking up in the panic of it all, they clustered around, discussed a little bit, found their way into a single party member's room, and Iniara is in the process of counting out everyone's loot from the previous adventure.
1, 2.
So Petunia passes you several sacks of coinage. You have various amounts that have been openly spoken about, a couple that not so much. So you start with the bag that the Sahuagins, or the crate, or the chest that they had brought up to Petunia as an offering, if you will. Kind of old, almost falling apart bag at this point. Opening it up and looking inside, and you find remaining in it 35 gold and 60 platinum pieces.
Dang.
That's a good amount.
Dude, we rich. I mean, assuming you're
Well,
gonna share it with us.
You're slightly better off.
Look, we can buy
discount.
stuff.
That's true.
Well. The bag that the sheriff had given you, you look into it and find that there is 15 gold per villager, totaling 90.
Dang.
Seems like that was not a very advertised quest. Kind of everyone had already written off the fact that they were gone.
Okay.
As unfortunate as that is.
All right. So,
I believe you already have the numbers on the crate from the Grung encampment.
whatever Petunia sent me in that message, I wrote down.
The crates, I have the silver, or not the silver, the gray stones.
Mm-hmm.
And I sent, the amount that was in the pouch from
I believe it
them.
was 14 gold, 20 silver, 50 copper.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, I sent that one.
And a sapphire worth 25, but you don't know that yet.
Okay.
And a sapphire.
But a sapphire.
Solid recovery.
Alright, so 35 plus 14 plus 90.
Is that the same one that I have?
That one might be in
Oh,
Fink's
that's
possession now that I think about it.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, that one's in
I
things.
kept one.
Does anyone want any of the bags or pouches? We have 6 or 7 of them. I was vague and I wrote down exactly what I was told.
I
So,
have my bearskin pouch. I'm good.
You can always find an empty spot on my ropes. Feel free
Sure.
to attach them.
I'll give you a couple. I'll keep 2 for me.
I've got 34 gold each, and then 15 platinum each would go to us. Let's put that. Not getting into the silver or coppers yet.
15 and 34.
Yes. 47.
Ooh.
There was some change with the gold.
15 platinum.
Yes.
Throw it in the party
Right.
fund.
And then, how much gold? Sorry.
34.
Thank you.
Any odds and ends, just throw them right into the party fund.
Yeah. What is
I would-
0.75?
Nothing cleanly divisible just gets shoved in there.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
How many pouches did you give me, Petunia?
5.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah, 5, and then I kept 2 for myself.
So then we get 11 silver. And do we just want to throw the coppers into the party fund?
The exciting bookkeeping of D&D.
It is. I like my inventory.
All right, so 0.75 gold and 0.75 silver goes into the party fund. So what would that be? Seven silvers and 5 coppers for the silver one, or for the gold one. I gotta update my sheet too.
Are we? I'm sorry. Remind me. Are we divvying this out before we go to bed, or now the following morning?
It'd be the following morning. I would have counted it and
Following
had
morning.
it all split up and like, here's your money.
Have we hit the long rest, or we're just doing the figuring firsthand?
You
The long rest is complete
yeah.
Oh, okay.
at this point. Yeah, well, you guys gained the benefit of a long rest. The interruption wasn't, I will say, wasn't significant enough to disturb that. Mostly because you guys also really needed it.
You know, I was going to dispute that they only had haircut, but I got stabbed. But no, I'll
It's
take
just
that.
a
I got
minor stabbing. It's okay.
Oh,
No, that's just a flesh wound. You're fine.
I would like to take an hour in the morning to cast Find Familiar.
Okay,
'Cause that
easy
takes
enough.
An hour to do.
I still don't have enough to get and buy dark vision. Oh,
So
What if
Petunia,
we pool?
but we need a pearl
You-
too, so I'll get that.
Oh.
take a moment as they're divvying out all the coinage in the morning. You bring forth your small brass brazier. You sprinkle in the coal dust around the outside of it and set alight your incense. And sit there and focus on the contents of this. You inhale and really take in the smell of the incense that's chosen. It's very exotic for you, very sharp spice to it. And as the embers of the incense begin to die away, you exhale, and a puff of green smoke forms in front of you and slowly coalesces into a green pseudo-dragon.
You're so cute. Guys, I have a new friend. He's gonna be our lucky little friend.
Sorry, that was unintentional.
I just going back to a home game. At least find familiar you can bring back.
Uh-huh.
Is his name Larkin? I'm sorry, I had to read that one out aloud.
I actually haven't thought of a name. I just knew I wanted him to be green.
Perhaps Lucky. You said he's our lucky new friend.
His name is Lucky.
Maybe we should wait a little bit before you name him.
Well, this was magic.
We'll figure out where his skills are.
At least this one was magic, so he can be brought back. I recognize that spell.
Yeah, he can come back. So if something happens, I can. I just have to do the whole burning and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, just a small bit of burning, it's fine.
It's contained.
So, I do think I'm not quite enough, even with Iso's bump in income on my part, enough to help that spell. But we do need a pearl so that I can do that staff that we found, Petunia.
You do know that 1 platinum is worth 10 gold, correct?
Right, well, because Beyond did the conversion, and it said I only have like 297 with
Did you
15
enter
plat.
in 15 plat. Okay, yeah. I
Yeah.
I was thinking 150.
I was like,
That's clearly not right.
because I got 15 plat with Iso's 100 bit that he gave me. Well, almost 192. 144 gold total and 33 silvers. I didn't have much money on me when I started this game.
Okay.
How much do you need for a pearl?
50 for the pearl, but I was hoping with the
You need
payout
100 for the pearl.
Oh shit, 100. What am I thinking is that's 50?
The diamond for shoot.
Are you
can't
sure?
think of this. Well, it's positive. It's 50 gold for that diamond. For another wizard spell, identify as a pearl worth 100.
Oh fuck, it is. I could have sworn it was 50. Well, hopefully he has it.
Shoot, I can't think of the spell name. It's a spell that focuses on the diamond, and you can choose what type of like magical energy shoots out of it.
Chaos bolt?
No, not that one.
Witch
The other
bolt?
one.
Water spray.
No.
It's the one where you have to choose the
Chromatic
element?
spray? Is it prismatic?
Chromatic
spray?
orb. Chromatic
Oh,
orb.
that one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, at the very least, as long as the magic shop next door has a pearl, we can identify some of our items.
Well,
Yeah.
you're welcome to have whatever I have if you need more, Iniara. The only thing I wouldn't mind finding something that makes that acid burn a little less.
That is something we need to do as well. Just as important as you guys being able to see.
So if we find something like that at a bargain, you're welcome to have whatever I have left over.
Well, I suggest breakfast first, and then we will go to the magic shop so I can see if they have a pearl. And then I know there's an alchemist shop. But we have yet to
had me
visit.
at breakfast.
We also didn't
Wait.
talk to the people night that we said we were going to meet in the bar.
No, we didn't.
Well, some other things happened.
A lot happened. It's fine.
It's fine.
One thing you do notice, Iso, before you exit your room for the day after collecting all of this, that there is an imprint of a hearth now on your bedpost from where your hammer struck it
Nice.
in the night.
Bitchin'.
Oh, we also have these 2 red potions of healing to divvy out. And I think it would be beneficial.
Give it to those who have needed it the most in the past.
Yeah, more or less. That's some. I was thinking you and Yara.
I haven't been
For
hurt that
sure.
badly yet.
Well, I suppose Fink has
Yet.
been hurt the most.
You are lightning in a bottle, child. I suggest you keep one of those.
Calling me a glass cannon, are we?
Quick
who would want them?
homebrew mechanics reminder: to take a potion during combat is a bonus action, not the action it normally is.
But to feed to someone else, it would be an action.
Yes.
Correct. Yeah, because that's a little more involved than you just chugging it quick and going.
I'll take
Hold
one of
them
those
down,
then.
Shove the bottle in their mouth. It's a whole
Got to
process.
massage their throat a little bit. You know, it's
Make
a
them chew on
process.
that good berry and hope they don't choke on it.
Yep, that was a fun time.
Alright, so I'll put one of those potions in my... Alright, let's go down for breakfast. Breakfast sounds good.
So is the other one staying with me or going with Fink?
I think you should keep it. You've gone
Yeah.
down several times. Finko is only almost drowned.
Only.
True. We're avoiding
Perhaps
water
we
from here
find-
on out.
Finko a potion of water breathing?
How come I can't just add a regular potion of healing? Why does it have to be greater, superior, or supreme?
Because
Because
it's
you're not spelling it right.
It's under a different category. Potion of healing is under potion, not under
Nope, it still
You
didn't.
just POT and it'll bring it up.
Yep.
No, just a little pot and it'll be there.
Why not?
Not a sponsor.
Oh, it's under... Oh, okay, that's weird.
Open to offers. No.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
I'll head downstairs for breakfast.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Easy enough. Before long, Ashuki is bringing breakfast out to you guys. Again, it's very simple. There is a giant bowl of porridge again, because you guys seem to like this. It might be the only thing you remember that I say that you've had. But there's also plates of bacon. Looks like they did up a bunch of eggs.
Any fruits?
Nothing too crazy. Fruits? Yes. There are indeed fruits. And my mind is currently blanking. They have several oranges at the ready and a small bowl of apples.
I mean, really, you did all those fruits changing from one into
They-
another, and now you're blanking
I know, but
on
that was a
fruits for
couple weeks
breakfast?
ago. Like it's, like just thinking of one fruit was really hard. You know. Oddly enough, you're expecting them to like pop in and out and change, but everything kind of stays as is.
Stay
Disappointing.
boring.
Yeah, it's a boring
It's
fruit
boring,
over
but-
here.
I'll help myself to the fruits also with Iniara.
Do you eat your orange with the skin on or off?
Oh, there's no peeling. I bite it like an apple.
So gross.
I take an apple, and I'm gonna cut it, and I make a little bunnies out of
Alright.
it. And I'll
Sure.
give one to
Are there any
Petunia.
kumquats? Ooh, yummy. Are there any kumquats? Those you're supposed to eat with peel on.
Crazy enough, you move around a couple of the apples and there is a kumquat. It just hid in there. It's crazy.
Just hiding. The one.
It was hiding. Yeah, they didn't even realize it was there. Like Shuki seems taken aback that there's a kumquat in there. Almost apologizes until you reach for it. So.
No.
Well, okay then.
Then I will.
It's not. It's a fake creature. It doesn't really eat.
Well, that's good. Less money spent on travel rations.
I agree.
More money spent on summoning a familiar, though.
Also true.
Well, where do we want to go first? Do we have anything else we need to talk to? Do we need to go find
Pearl.
those rat
The
scallions
Pearl,
from the tavern?
Alchemist, and then we could try the Baker, because he's supposed to be in the... Oh, he should be back.
The baker.
Dick, I think his name is.
Richard the Baker. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's his name. Let me...
I think it was Richard the Baker, yes.
We should also show someone
Key
the stone.
NPCs. Yes, Dick the Baker.
Definitely need pastries.
But the Pearl first, just only because it's literally the right next door. It shares this wall.
All right. So you guys finish having breakfast, move over, and go back to Zhaowen's magic shop. Stepping in, again, all of the shelves are bare as you've come to expect them to be, up until you hit about the halfway point in the shop, and then there is another... There is a smell of sulfur that hits the air, and you see Zhaowen slowly move his cape off to the side with a flourish. Ah, you've decided to return already.
Iso begins
I
clapping
see.
again.
My items have definitely tempted you. Are you here for the key? Is that what got you this time?
What key?
The key!
Ooh.
I don't know what lock it opens, but eventually it'll open one.
That one.
That
Oh.
one.
You got a pearl.
Well, not that one, because I tried that one, but that one.
No, I'm not here for that. Do you have a
Perhaps
pearl
it was
worth
the
about
cloak. No,
100?
No, you have an offer.
I don't have an offer. I'm looking for something.
Okay. I'm intrigued. Pearl, you say?
Yep, worth about the 100 gold.
Yes. It is on the third shelf, about halfway up. And kind of turning and looking, you see that now the shelves are lined with all of his various goods and services, all of his magical goods. And you do see a single jet black pearl on. Looks a little dusty, but should work about the same.
Perfect. How much is it?
Well, truth be told, that one's been sitting on the shelf for a little while. It might not be as effective as you need it to be, but call it 85 gold.
Work for me. Hey, the spell says what it's worth, not how much I paid for it.
Very true. Keen eye.
Does it
Keen
look
mind?
like it's worth about 100?
Why don't you roll me an intelligence check?
You wanted a pearl and you got a pearl.
Just a straight intelligence, you said?
Straight intelligence.
Um,
Appraisal is no longer a skill in 5th edition.
17.
17. Yeah, taking it over, like there's a little ding here or there in it, but overall the pearl looks in pretty good shape.
Neat. Alright, 85 you said?
85.
I will give you... That sounds like a good deal. Here's 85. I like the color of it, too.
It might seem like a small triviality, but all sales are final. That sounds ominous when I say it out loud, especially after making a purchase at a discount, but...
I squint.
Sure does.
Squint just a little bit, like, okay. In the back of my mind, I'm like, yep, definitely not giving him the scroll. That's all I needed here.
Again, just to kind of elaborate and explain the business model as to why all sales are final. I met a traveling trader a long while back, and that was his business model, and everything purchased from him seemed on the up and up.
I want to
You know, when you
ask
have
out of
to
character
call
what his
out
name
that
was.
it's on the up and up. It just makes me wonder.
Did he make a little
Well-
pseudo dragon outfit out of 2 different colors?
Well, now that you mention it, he does remember telling a story about that kind of thing. That he pulled together the greatest dress coat ever. in a matter of seconds. Took 2
Sounds
curtains
like
of
a
different
fine,
colors.
upstanding guy who would never rescind on a deal.
Doesn't need to. All sales are final. I think he had a motto, something about fabulous finds. Anywho, is there any other items in the shop today that I can interest you in?
Not yet. We'll see. Maybe later. That's all I
Alright.
got. That's all I came here
No,
for.
no,
Fair enough.
I don't think I need anything.
Do you want me to
Alright,
ask him about the stones, or should I?
Yeah, I suppose we could.
Oh,
Before you go, would you be interested in a ring that will let you know if a fire is real or not?
no.
What's the range?
I have no problem with fire.
Well, I mean, the range is touch, but it's neither here nor there.
No.
But you'll know for certain.
Yeah, no.
Rue, I'm not sure we need anything else.
But we do know where to come when we need something.
Yes.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, you know where to find me.
Before I
I do have a
go,
question.
could I interest you in this satchel that anything you place inside of it is concealed?
That does sound intriguing. How much?
It is very rare. Oh, well, for a stand-up businessman like you, I couldn't ask for, any more than 10 gold.
Why don't you roll me a deception check real quick?
Oh, no, only 11. I saw it shined a 19 at me.
You had me for a moment, but I think you're pulling my leg.
Well, unfortunately, you'll never know. I mean, it's only an incredibly rare item.
What a missed opportunity.
Indeed.
Tell you what.
Perhaps
I'll
the
probably say
next vendor
5
would like to
gold.
buy it off me.
5 gold and we have a deal.
You know, you're a wonderful gentleman, a shrewd businessman. I'll tell you what, 8 gold. And you are getting a
Oh,
steal.
shit. Natural 1. 8 gold. Oh, what a deal. And he kind of digs under the counter a little bit and slides it across to you.
You are going to enjoy this one.
And I'll place it on the desk and take the 8 gold.
Alright, he pulls it aside, immediately pulls out a pearl, and begins, like, going over it with a fine-tooth comb, kind of concentrating, holding the pearl in hand, as you guys duck out the door.
Yep. I like how the paladin did that deceiving.
I'm sorry?
Just loving our
I don't
paladin.
think we can go back in there.
I'll take the 8 gold and I'll plop it in Inyara's hand.
But that was... I mean, that was fantastic. I mean, you deserve it just for that.
Well, no, I think you'll put it to better use than I will.
I'll put it to
all
use to help
seem
you
to
out.
need to buy stuff for your stuff, and it just seems overtaxing. So please, by all means.
I will reluctantly put it into my pouch.
Plus, I don't like the way that guy talks.
I totally agree. I mean, I like a good deal in the... a good trick from now and then. But he totally deserved it.
You could use the gold more.
Anything that I get, though, is for the rest of the group as well.
Just wait until next time when I offer him a stick that when you place it on the ground, it helps you walk.
I love it.
That's pretty good.
You started this, DM.
Oh, I totally did.
I love it.
Yeah.
No one else has gone back with it, though.
Mine was a legitimate magic item. The Ring of Fire Detection.
I mean, so is mine. You put it in that bag. No one can tell what's in it. It's concealed. I did not lie.
True, but it's not magical.
Never
I
claimed it
It
was.
was magical.
That's true too.
Hmm.
All right, you guys make your way out of the magic shop. Take a right down the alley or the street itself, passing by the stables where you see
There's a
a
blacksmith.
brawny half orc. What?
There's a blacksmith shop here.
Yes, there is. There has been. You see kind of a brawny half orc, kind of loose, long hair, shoveling horse manure out of the stables and kind of just tidying up as you guys pass by. Coming to the blacksmith, you see a squat dwarven man kind of like hammering away on some new horseshoes. Bright blonde hair. You keep on moving. Coming down further on the street, you see the bookstore, the barber, and then the alchemist before you get to the town. All signs adorning their various shops. The bookstore with a large open book denoting it. The barber shop with a nice red and white swirl. Way out of time for that, but it was the easiest way for them to identify it because a pair of scissors was just a little too intimidating. And the alchemist has several potion bottles adorning his sign.
Do any of these buildings look like they were abandoned like the bakery was?
The barber does.
Iso doesn't care
And
about that.
oddly enough, having rescued Tom the barber, you notice there is a sign above his door that still is rather faded that says, "Out to a business meeting."
What kind of a meeting does a barber have?
That's a good question. But look, alchemist shop. Maybe they've got something for that acid.
Yeah.
barber?
No. This way, and then I'll like turn him around.
Oh, that makes so much more sense. Alright, well, lead on.
I'm up for the alchemist shop.
Me too.
All right. You guys make your way over towards the alchemist shop and push in the, kind of open up the door. There's no noise as the door moves and it opens up. There's no tingle of a bell, nothing. You are greeted with a very stuffy, low-lit, cramped space. And you hear a voice call out from the far end of the room, "Close it! Close the door right away!"
Okay, we'll close it quick.
Open the door.
Careful. There's many things in here that could explode at any moment. What is it that I could help you with? And you see, kind of through one of the shelves, you see a very short gnome man, long bulbous nose and very close set glasses. He seems to have a double lens thing kind of going on as he seems to be working with something at the moment. Just a little ruffle of white hair on his tan skin.
Potions, mainly.
Yep.
See what you dabbled in.
Depends what you need.
Life,
I mean, life.
health, health.
Think
Preventing
there was
of
some
damage.
those. Are you looking for something to bring someone back from the dead? I'm still actually working on that one, unfortunately.
No, that wasn't a thought.
Is your name
Might be in the
Flamel?
future.
Are you looking for healing potions?
Yeah, healing potions. Potions good against like poison or
Acid.
lightning
That one
or
was acid.
grounding.
Potions to resist things. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, do be careful, Mr. Turtle. That shelf is rather fragile.
try and steady a shelf.
Could you possibly tell me which ones are the dangerous or explosive ones? Because I'm not comfortable in here.
Yes. Yes, they all are. So if you could just stay put, that would be wonderful. This will take me just a moment. I want to make sure this chemical is stable, and then I will be right with you. You see him kind of working, and slowly caps off a small beaker and sets it to the side, turning down a bit of a flame that he had going, and then shuffling out into the shelves with you. Potions of resistance. Any particular one, or just in general?
Acid. I think acid. Came across some poison too, but I think we took care of that.
Acid. Yes, and you see him kind of almost out of thin air pull out a little stool and clamber up and pull down a yellow vial. This, a little old, but should still do the trick. Perhaps at a discount. I don't think the duration is quite what you need it to be.
Oh, how much is a discount?
Should last you about 10 minutes.
Will that be enough, Eso?
I should hope. I hope so. I'm so nervous.
You're the one who's
Whatever you do, don't move your left hand. It is essential for the stability of that shelf.
Yeah, he is just like locked, frozen in place, a hand on two different shelves.
You see the gnome lean into the rest of you. Just go, I'm just screwing with him. This is great. Keep steady.
Does he have any more than? Does he have any more?
Oh no, I've got 6. I have 6. I just brought down the 1 just in case. I don't want to carry 6. Like everything is explosive.
How much will one? How much are they a piece? Is there a discount if we buy more than one?
Seeing as they're about a sixth of their normal usefulness, I would say 15 gold apiece.
Does he have all his fingers?
All right. As you kind of look down, you do notice that he is missing an index finger on his right hand, which makes doing a couple of things a little trickier, but not terrible.
So do you need 6 total, or do you need... Think, do you want some too? I don't think Petunia and I will get as close as you two. We shouldn't be getting as close as you two.
I have to sneeze.
For the lives of everybody in this shop, hold it.
You just see his face like start scrunching and wiggling everywhere.
If it lasts 10, maybe 2 at the very most.
All right.
Yeah. It's up to you guys.
I will give you 50 gold for 4 of them.
Roll me a persuasion check.
I don't even know what it is, but the dice is 6, so...
Honestly, at the moment, we're giving you quite a discount anyway. It's about 10th the price that it normally would be. I don't feel I can go any lower. Although, Mr. Turtle, if you could move your right foot a little bit closer. Perfect.
Do you have any healing potions?
I do, in fact. I have whipped up a new batch this morning. They would be about 30 gold apiece.
You hear the bottles on one of the shelves start rattling ever so slightly.
You see him instinctively kind of duck behind a shelf, hoping it doesn't blow.
How many do you have?
A fresh batch would be 5.
5 of them. How about, and I lean in really close, do 50 for 2 and look out the door when we leave. You've been messing with him. I know the grand finale.
Very curious. Deal. 50 for 2.
What? Thank you. 2 more. Yes.
Pink, did you want any stuff? That would know the acid resistance. There we go.
Yes.
We'll take 4 for the acid, I think. Or did you only want? I guess I assumed you want more than 1. I shouldn't assume anything.
Yeah, no. We had a total of 8, right?
Yeah, a total of 6.
Total of
Yeah,
6.
6. And Issa just took 2?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he's gonna take 2.
Because
I'll
I'll
just
only
take two
take it
then,
if I
so-
start getting low on health, pretty much.
Sure. And I'll only use it if I end up being close range, which today it's not looking like it, so.
Depends on what we do after this, because we've got some stuff to do with that healer's things. I think we need flying water and dryad bark. We could theoretically go back and take out the rest of those goblins if we wanted. I don't know what else we have for quests though. I think everything else we've done.
Take a look.
Yeah, it was.
We know there's
Missing
bandits targeting the
people.
caravan, but we don't know anything about the bandits. Brunhilda's lost ring. And then she's also got the flying water and bark from... Oh, we also need green fur.
Yep.
We could do that. We could do the green fur, and then look for the ring, or both at the same time.
I think we'll have to go talk to her, because I have no idea what green fur is.
We had to go talk to her anyway.
Yeah.
Didn't we see someone who looked like they may have been furry?
I don't remember if there was anyone with green fur.
Completely different.
I don't believe so.
Well,
Not green fur.
maybe not. I don't know. I'll take a healing potion and 2 of the acid resist vials.
Issa?
Perfect.
To me.
Just one moment, and I will help fix your turtle friend there. You see him kind of duck behind the counter and run into a back room real quick. And he comes back with a hammer and a small bag and moves over towards Iso. Just, if you could step slightly to your... Nope, no, not that way. To your left. Your other... I'll just make this work. And you see him take a nail and smack the shelf violently, which causes several of the potion bottles and everything on it to rattle and shake about a bunch. He steps back. There, that should fix it.
Iso lets go and bolts for the door. And he's already outside. He's waiting in the street.
Petunia runs and follows and yells, "Wait, there's one on your back!" And I cast light on his shell again.
You see the shop owner pull out a small little bit of fleece and kind of throw it in Iso's direction, and you hear the sound of a glass vial breaking behind him.
Sure, I conned the DM and now I'm paying for it.
You only get one. No.
Can I roll an insight to see if there's
Yeah, go right ahead. Go right ahead.
16.
16. Yeah, you kind of catch on when nothing happens. Like it's a little brighter behind you right now. Kind of turn to look. There's no glass on the ground. Nothing. It's just, and you see the gnome kind of doubled over, like wheezing, trying to catch his breath.
He'll freak out in the street a little bit, and then turn around and just start yelling at them in Aquan.
We get screeches.
That is
Yep.
an unpleasant sound.
I touch and I bolt for the bakery because I know he's not going to be happy with me. Right.
Did
You other two, I suppose we can wrap up our agreements here. Is there any other potions or tinctures or anything of that nature that I can interest you in?
What was the price for the 2 mini?
Your Fearball friend negotiated 50 gold for the healing potions if I could help trick her friend. And then the acid resistance is 15 gold apiece.
Okay.
So if you would like 2 potions and 2 resistance potions, it would be 80 gold.
I'll just do 1 potion of healing.
Okay.
And
Easy
then
enough.
2 of the acid resist.
That would be 55 gold.
Okay. Thank you.
It was well worth it.
I agree.
And to think I was gonna sell that guy a vial of orange slime.
Although I
So
do
close.
have a little bit. I dabble in potion making. I found some really cool goo that I want to figure out how to use.
Goo.
I
Goo
have
is
a
always
bunch of
intriguing.
blue goo.
You are on your way to the bakery.
I am. I'm on my way to the bakery. You can get me some pastries.
All right. But goo is intriguing. Could I look at it?
Yes. I will take out one of
Takes
them because I got
the
several.
vial. You see him move down a lens and kind of like really give it a once over. Did you get this in a lake?
Yes.
Looks like it was from a lake.
Some of it. Some of them we got off a creature that makes us do some weird ass stuff.
It's changing color.
Yeah, there was different color ones, and different color does different things.
Interesting. This could probably easily just be applied to the skin.
Yep.
Or if you could get them to drink that, it would be even better. Effects would be much more volatile.
None of them licked anybody, right? Like, we didn't lick any of this stuff. I'm trying to remember if anybody had ingested
They
it.
attempted to lick you, but I
Right.
don't think anybody ingested it.
That's something to try out.
Making your way over to the bakery, you notice that the building doesn't look to have changed very much. There's still a very faded sign on it that says, "Out to a business meeting."
Are they like doing
Seems
drugs or something?
that,
Or business
Dick
meeting?
was very neglectful of his business. Petunia, you're muted.
I knock on the door.
All right. You knock on the door. You wait. You wait a little bit longer. Nothing. Nobody comes to the door. You kind of look over the building, having seen it earlier through. Nothing seems to have changed. It doesn't look like any of the dust has moved within the building itself.
And so I like look through the window, and that's what I see. Nothing has been moved around.
Correct. Yep. You see, like, the prep shelves and all of that, like, all of the utensils are all out, ready to go, with a good layer of dust to them.
Then I would walk down to the tavern because we were going to go meet them at the tavern last night. And we didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops.
Iniara or Fink, anything else you would like to do in the Alchemist?
Not now. I want to see if I can make something out of these goo. I could see it being useful back home.
Gotcha. Presumably the four of you, Iso, a little more upset, make your way over to the tavern. Looking up at the sign, you see a troll kind of collapsed on the ground with a bunch of drool coming out of its mouth. And name embroidered in bright red letters at the door, the Troll Drool Tavern. That is a tongue twister in itself. You open up the door, and the place actually has several people within it. You notice that there is a human, a dwarf, half-elf sitting and playing cards off on one corner. Over top of what looks to be a hatched door, you see a very burly half-orc, kind of like chair kicked back just a little bit, rocking on two legs, just kind of impatiently sitting. And the tavern keeper themselves is a drow. Male, kind of slowly wiping down the counter. Sleek black hair, dusky purple skin, and red eyes. Kind of taking a closer look, you notice that Tom, Dick, and Harry are the individuals playing cards at the table.
I don't think they made the first back. Hey, Etho, before I forget, I'm gonna give you these potions. You kind of ran out before we could do more.
Place was a death trap.
Maybe, but...
By the way, did anyone notice the name of this tavern as we walked in? That's gotta be fun to say drunk.
It's fun to say
I'm
sober.
at the tavern.
It's not innkeeper, but you said tavern keeper.
Tavern keeper, yep.
Thank you. You think they've been playing cards all night?
We could go ask.
Yeah.
You also notice that behind the bar there are 3 large casks, each with a different picture. One is just your standard, like, foaming ale. The second one is a passed out troll. And the third one looks like a man doubled over in pain.
What's in that last one?
Whatever it is, I'm sure they got it from the alchemist.
I go over to the guys playing cards.
Can we help you?
Yeah. Hi. You've been playing cards all night?
Yes.
Why?
Well, we were to meet a couple individuals here after being.
It's them guys. We found them. You're supposed to meet
Well, they
them
did
here.
something for us. I know that, but we were to wait here.
You did good. We had to take care of a couple of
I
things.
don't remember now.
Hey, Mage, is the Wi-Fi extender covered up?
No.
Okay, because you cut in a couple of times, but maybe it's just the extra internet use on the little one.
It could be.
Yeah, I saw that too, but you're good now.
Okay.
Yeah, we told you guys to wait here. We had a couple things we had to take care of. They're all good now. We made it.
Come to think of it, I don't really remember what we were to meet them there for anyway. Anyway, do you have any 2s?
I look around and I'm like, I got a 4.
Oh,
I tuck it
see
back.
him grab the, yeah, just like throw it in his hand. Wait,
Oh, yeah.
and a
Yeah.
card?
Well, no. I don't have any cards.
That's all right. I'll play it as a club. They won't notice.
Ace of clubs. No one will know.
Right. And you see him kind of reach for a pile of cards in the middle and slot another one in as he got no answer.
I don't think they're going to be opening their shops anytime soon.
Do they even know what game they're playing? I mean, they didn't even remember us. How do they know how to remember how to play cards?
I don't know, I think the one said they had a flush and the other one said go fish, so I don't think they're playing the same game.
Um,
That one just
You
said
see,
blackjack.
the dwarf throw his hand down. Yahtzee!
Now that's a made-up game. They don't know what they're doing.
Going well.
And you see the other two kind of throw their hands in. They kind of pull the cards all up again and each draw out 6 new cards.
What are we gonna... They might need people to watch them.
Yeah, but those people can't be us.
I know that.
No, we're fine. We're just here. We're waiting for someone.
That would be us.
Nah, it can't be. Pretty sure they were different looking.
What was different?
Well, there was a human, a male, I think, from the looks of him. There was a guy in a tin can. No, it was taller than that one. It was metal, not stone. There's a cat with him, I think. Something like that. I don't remember. It's been a while.
I think I'm the cat.
The cat, was it black? No, white with the stripes.
A little bit of both. Black and white one. You got any 6s?
Who was the human? Was it just 3?
Definitely.
I mean, 4 people brought you back here.
Do remember there being a 4th. I don't remember now.
Which one are we talking to?
The one that hasn't spoken this entire time. Which I'm going to be terrible on this because I don't remember which of these 3 has and has not spoken. We will go ahead and say it is Harry the half-elf.
Harry's the book helper?
Bookshop assistant, yeah.
Maybe if we get them back in their respective environments, it'll kickstart some of their... Business meeting. You went on a business meeting. A business meeting would let you out and nowhere.
We could tell the sheriff that they're just staying here to keep an eye on them, and hopefully someone with medical knowledge would be able to help them later on.
Middle of nowhere. We're having the business meeting right now.
It's a good business meeting.
This
No cake, though.
would seem really good. A nice pastry. With some dried...
That'd be a shame. I really wish we had a baker in this town.
Was that Richard?
Oh.
No, that was still Harry.
Okay, because I want to say if Richard says it'd be nice if we had a bakery in this town.
And you do see the dwarf kind of perk up and go, yeah, actually, that'd be a pretty good idea.
That's you, dick!
Oh.
Oh.
I guess that explains the apron, huh? Huh.
Yeah. But we could just tell the sheriff and tell him they've been safe here. Keep an eye on them.
Yeah, I think that's a good
Do you have any... Does he have glasses? No, alright.
No, but I think it was long black hair.
You see him put down a couple of cards, and then his hand is down to like 3 at the moment.
Are any of them backwards?
No. He did put them face down on the cards he did discard, though.
Whoa.
And you look over at their cards, and it is a standard deck of playing cards. To be fully clear. Nothing odd about them, other than the people playing them.
I think I need to learn their game. It looks fun.
I don't think we have the time right now.
No, not really. We should probably go find out about that fur we needed.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, and talk about the flowers. We needed to figure out which flowers, right? Picked a lot.
Oh yeah, we could go bring the stuff to her.
Yeah. I don't know which flowers she needed.
Right, we can give her the stuff that we have so far, and then we can ask her about what this green fur means. Did we figure out what the flying water was? I know
I'm
you
pretty
were saying
sure
yes.
that Heinrich had told you about it and said that it was kind of a play on words that the healer used to just mean water from a waterfall.
We can ask her where the closest waterfall is.
True.
And where to find a dryad, because I have never seen a dryad. She's south or east, no, west of town. Just the direction out of town that we have not been.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have anything else in town that we need to do? Did we go on a
Wasn't there
little?
something we were supposed to be doing for a disciple outside the Temple of Boldre? They
Yeah,
wanted
that's to
something.
the other direction
Yeah,
too.
to the west. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
right. I have that written down.
We
need to get sap.
requested some sap from the Emerald Oak.
Which is which direction?
West.
West, and that's the way we need to go for her.
Nope. The healer is to the east.
Which way did we come? We come from the south or the north then?
You
We've gone
came
north.
from the north.
Okay, I'm just making sure that, like, where did we come from? Well, do we want to do the temple or do we want to go drop off stuff? They're opposite directions. We can't do.
Whichever one would be most beneficial.
I don't know. I'm up for the
Perfect.
temple. Let's do something for Iso and his faith.
Yeah.
You know, I was going to say, if you all don't mind, it does appear as though Boldre has given me a boon, so I feel if one of her disciples is in need, we should definitely assist him.
I mean, that thing on your... Because you have a symbol on your back of Boldre, don't you?
Yes.
And you can't see it. You technically haven't been able to see it yet?
Not really, no, because it's on
Alright.
the back of the shell.
Well, Iso, I think the symbol on your back matches what you have on your hammer.
Yes, that is the symbol for Boldre.
Hmm.
It actually matches this,
And he'll smash his, or just kind of like drop his warhammer on the ground a little bit and lift it up, and then you can see that symbol imprinted on the ground.
Yeah,
Does
that's
it look
what
like that?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Does that mean somebody hit you with your hammer on your back?
Not that I'm aware of. I've only been burned by acid, stabbed in the shoulder. I don't remember anyone hitting me in the back.
Petunia with green flame.
That bitch.
No.
And light.
Well, I say let's go grab... Your deity has, been very active with you. I think we should do that for you. At the very least.
Well, thank you. I do appreciate it, and I'm sure Boldre will watch over us on the journey.
Just to paint the quick picture of all of this, you guys have entered the tavern and stopped. Kind of walked over to the table not far from the entrance, and that...
No, we're over by
the door and-
them playing cards.
Right.
We're just creepily having this conversation around them playing no card
Yeah, that's fine.
The innkeeper or the tavern keeper has said nothing to us yet, so
Correct.
And there is a slightly smoldering imprint of Boldre's symbol on his floor.
Uh-oh.
oh no.
We lost Fink again.
Did I just
Okay,
switch to
fine.
no computer or no picture?
We could do that, yeah.
Right, I'm gonna do that quick.
Yep.
Yeah,
There we go.
we are those awkward people. I go over and find a place for all of us to sit.
Do we want this sit or do we want to go? Kind of seems like a.
Oh, are we just leaving? We can just go.
Fink, did you want us to keep the camera off or?
I don't know what happened just then. It's like everything kind of reset. Weird.
Alright, well, I will fix it. I'll go back.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to turn off half of. So what are... I mean, what are we gonna do here if we sit down? We just ate breakfast. I feel this is more like a dinner thing.
I just thought we had to discuss
It-
more.
It's a little early in the morning to start drinking, so I think I am good.
Oh, you don't day drink. You don't drink with every meal.
No, I
Mimosas
usually
and
drink
Bloody
water.
Marys.
I mean, I have a glass of wine with every meal. But you don't do that? You don't drink?
Not very often, no. Usually in more of a prayer sort of way.
Oh, should we go find this Emerald Girl for you?
If we're ready to leave town,
I think so. Unless Fink
So we're
has...
gonna look for that old lady.
So was our thoughts were either to go for her or to do the quest for the temple, but being that Boldre has been particularly active with ESO, we were thinking of giving back kind of thing.
Sure.
Works for me.
Do we know where the Emerald Grove is? They told us that. Like how to get
the
there.
west.
They told us to the west. Do we have anything to get? How do you get sap from a tree? Before we get out there, do we have a way of collecting said sap?
I mean, I have vials and flasks, a flask.
And we'll burn that bridge when we get there.
It's fine.
It should be fine. Yeah.
I have several bottles and vials. We should be okay.
Alright. How much did he tell us how much we needed?
Nope. Just said he needed some.
Alright, we'll bring them back as much as we can without harming the trees too much.
I was about to say thank you, Iniara.
For what?
Not taking so much as to kill the tree.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we even take care of our trees in the sickly woods, and even though it's called the sickly woods, I mean... I don't know why you guys called it the sickly woods. They just look normal to me.
Just a title, I guess.
It's totally a swamp, isn't it? Where they basically look like they're dead.
Yep. 100%.
Totally normal.
Yeah, it's normal. Your trees have leaves. It's weird.
Why would that happen?
Alright, so let's head towards the Emerald Grove.
All right. So as you guys kind of start piling out of the tavern and back onto the street, you actually collide in with a brown-haired human that was kind of like face buried into a book. It kind of spins out of control, and he crashes to the ground as you don't.
I mean, especially if we hit ESO or Fink.
Right? Yeah, exactly. And it turns out he did. He kind of looks back up. He's got a scruffy beard and like blue eyes, kind of scrambles for the book, and you kind of happen to glance the title of it, and it is Histories of the Valley. He peers up at the four of you, and a look of shock and horror crosses his face. Oh, no, 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 no. None of you are from this land, are...
What gave it away?
Why, during my lifetime... Why?
You know, that's not very nice. She's just a furbolg.
I mean, the town. I've seen two drows here as it is.
I mean, no offense to any of you. It's just, I'm going to ask a question, and I think I already know the answer to it. Have you or have you not had any dealings with a hag?
No.
Define dealings with a hag.
Have you come across one? Just
No.
in general.
Yes.
I was afraid of that.
I'm sorry, do we know you?
No, sorry. I am Giles. I own the bookshop in town, and I'm a bit of a history nut. And you see, there is... well, history is cyclical, right? I mean, events happen, events don't happen, the same events happen again, the same events don't happen again, and so on and so forth. Kind of in like a wheel, if you will. And you have dealings with a hag. Not cycle this time around.
So, speaking of that, your assistant is totally not cold. He's in there, but he's not totally with it.
What did he say?
Has he said anything?
It's more what he hasn't said. Anything coherent, really?
I don't know. They're playing like 6 different games in one card game. One said Yahtzee. I'm pretty sure I heard a blackjack at one point.
Yahtzee, that's gotta be draconic.
This is rather concerning. It's...
Also, the baker isn't baking.
And he leans in really close. That means Baba Yaga is on the rise again.
I'm sorry. Who?
Do I know anything about that?
Like, that name sounds familiar.
Oh no, she is... she was, she is, she always was. Like the hag. She is one not to be messed with.
Oh, well, that's perfect.
Unfortunately,
her name
it's...
wasn't Baba Yaga. We're fine.
Right.
Oh, hags come in
understand
pairs or more.
Correct. Usually there's 3 in a coven. You... Oh, no. No. That hasn't happened yet, has it?
No.
What's what?
And you see him kind of like quickly like look everyone over as much as possible. He notes the cut on Iso's shoulder, that there is a small bit of hair missing on Petunia's head.
Just like yank a handful or what?
Yeah,
No, he
sure.
doesn't yank a...
No. The
They
hag
did.
last night just yank a handful.
Right, just yanked a handful.
You didn't think you'd wake up?
Wasn't that concerned about it.
Didn't really care, I guess.
You
Someone
stabbed
stabbed
me.
me, so yeah.
You, my friend, the turtle, has Boldre blessed you yet?
I'll hold up my hammer.
All is not lost. There is still time. Plenty of time yet. If you had not yet received that blessing, this would have been the end already. This is only the beginning for the 4 of you. Whether you wish it to be or not, this is where your adventure truly begins. This is not the first time your souls have done this, nor will it be the last.
Wow, that is
That's
really heavy to lay on people you have just met. I mean, what do we do with that information?
I'm not known for my subtlety, I'm sorry. Sometimes bluntness is the answer.
Oh, is everything we're going to do written down in that book that you have there then?
More or less. There are specific events that will happen, but
Does
the
it say
details
when?
are what get lost. It does state, and you see him kind of crack open the book and begin furiously flicking through. There is about a better than 50% chance you save both Prince and Princess.
There's a big reward for that, so...
There
It
is
will
a
turn to the
possibility
side
one
and
of
say-
you dies. Why did I say that one out loud? There are two hags you have yet to meet, to put that bluntly. If Baba Yaga's plans continue, the planes themselves will begin to shatter.
That doesn't sound good.
No, typically not, especially for us here. Usually things start like spilling in on both directions. It gets messy very quickly.
You know, this started. It's such a nice morning. You're really bringing me down.
Apologies. Again, subtlety is not my thing.
I'm not very good with subtlety either.
We've noticed.
Oops. But that is ominous news.
Would having that book with us be helpful?
I think that book is unlucky.
I would not recommend it. Sometimes knowing the future is not the best.
Does it say anything in that book about weird rocks of any sort? Ores? Metals?
Rock that just vibrates.
Unfortunately, no. That is one of the details that kind of changes a bit. Major events, those are the things that stay, but the details leading up to them are different every time.
Alright.
Well, thank you.
I'll say this is getting a little awkward.
And hopefully
It is okay. I will do what I can to take Harry and bring him back.
Is there a way to help them?
Tavern. Perhaps it would do him some good. Get some fresh air.
To be doing okay playing cards-ish.
No, it is concerning behavior, yes. Again, apologies. I did not anticipate running into you today.
That makes you feel any better. We didn't anticipate running into you and getting all of that information either.
Also
I mean, true.
It seems that fate has plans that none of us can see.
Doesn't fate always have plans that none of us can see?
Fair point. We are just a bit of the pattern of the overall weave.
And the scarf of time?
Well, I would have said the loom of fate, but sure.
Well, that settles it. You seem to know a lot about this. Welcome. You are the 5th member of our troop. You will keep us safe and make sure we are following the right path.
I just have knowledge. I don't really
Knowledge
bring
is
anything
useful.
else to the table.
Don't be modest.
No, I mean seriously, like I've got the shop to run, like books just don't sell themselves, otherwise I wouldn't have a business.
That's all right. Just put a sign outside of your building that says, on a business meeting, here are 2 daggers for you. Keep yourself safe.
Do I eat with them? Like how does like I can eat twice as much as fast, or
What is with this town? No one seems to know how to do anything proper. Have you never eaten with a knife?
well, no, I know that's what I'm saying. Like I can eat twice as fast since I have
You know
the
what? I
knife.
changed my mind. You're not good enough. Give me those back.
Oh. No. You are right. The books are where my head should be, and good luck. I feel that you will need it.
Yeah.
Yep. That sounds that way. Oh, there's the books.
And you see him pick up his book and scurry over towards the bookstore and head in.
I thought he was gonna go collect his friend.
Yeah, he got sidetracked.
No, I was
You know
saying
how it
that
goes.
to whoever's standing next to me. I'll lean into whoever's closest and just like, Aren't they supposed to go gather Harry?
You know, if they can't remember together, they might be the perfect match.
Well, let's go to the Emerald Grove.
Perfect.
That was a weird conversation that we just had,
That
so...
was weird.
Any weirder than the conversation we had with that goblin in the cave?
It was slightly
40
more
minutes.
coherent.
It was a lot more coherent. Oh boy.
Do we know roughly how far the Emerald Grove is from us?
Nope.
West?
Oh boy.
I mean, we're right at the temple. We could always ask.
Do you think the general store might have a map of the area? Is there a map maker in this town?
I think the only map we have is this one. It's the one of the town. Of just the town.
Correct. You have not found anybody yet that sells a region map.
You know, the one to probably ask was probably the chap that just ran away from us.
True.
Probably.
But that would be smart.
I'd provide you a copy of the map but it would have a lot of spoilery information on it.
That's fine.
I don't have a player cleaned up version yet.
Oh, there's the Emerald Oak. West needed... What does furling portion of the wood mean?
It's the furling portion of the woods. The area that they control.
You think they have
And
green
or
fur?
plain. You don't know.
Well, we're right here at the temple. Do you think we should ask quick how far we need to go? We'll get there.
Yeah,
Wouldn't hurt.
So it's kind of your temple, so it's up for you to talk, I think.
You swing back down and you find that Angus is back out front yet again, kind of washing down the statues of Boldre's figures as you approach. Busy at work, as he usually is. Oh, Hiso, I didn't see you there.
Hello to you again. Say, tell me, how far is that Emerald place again?
Oh, right. It's roughly like 10 miles, 15 outside of town to the west. Give it or take. A word of warning, if you haven't figured it out, I don't remember if I told you, but the Furlings like to trade. You kind of need to give up something of value to get something, and the oak is in their land, so they might want to trade for the sap.
Good advice.
Yeah, we trade the sap for their lives. They get to keep them.
You know, I'm not sure that's the best way to keep our business, going.
What is it that they'd like?
Anything, really. Anything of value.
So just straight up money, or...
No, not money. No, things that hold value. Not things that are just valuable.
Like gemstones?
Maybe.
Maybe.
And technically, would your clovers
more
hold value?
things that are valuable to you.
Yep, your
Things
clovers,
that you
Petunia.
hold.
Okay.
So keep that in mind when you go there. They will expect a trade.
Good to know.
Plenty of precious things.
Very. Yep.
Well, 15 miles ain't too bad. I think we can do that.
Yes.
Should only take a few hours.
Yeah, give it or take. It usually doesn't take long. Anyway, good luck.
Boldre be with you.
And also with you.
We lift up our hearts.
May
to
the
you.
hearth burn strong in the night.
And we're
So,
off.
the four of you head out of town, kind of more or less pointing towards the west. I need someone to lead the way, and I also need someone just to roll me a d20.
I can lead with the survival of +4.
I
Okay.
roll the 20.
You rolled a 20.
No, I will roll the 20.
14 on the survival.
I rolled an 11.
Rolled an 11. Fun. All right. Your way through, it's kind of being originally the path north towards the Centaur Farms, and you immediately cut left as soon as you get past the village itself. Kind of wandering, going just completely off track, off the beaten path, straight across through the woods, hoping for the best. The trees in this area in general, you see that have started to slowly begin to change color as it seems fall will be settling in soon, which might or might not be a good thing for everyone. You're not certain. But anyway, the green leaves are beginning to slowly change over towards oranges and reds as you find yourself through the densely packed forest. About an hour into your travel, you come across a small clearing, and there is a peg and a chain, and you see that the chain is currently being tugged at, and there's something in the bushes that is kind of scrambling and rustling about with the chain itself.
I lost stuff there for a little bit. I missed that.
Which part?
Something about the chain going where. I missed.
Yeah, so there is a steel peg and a chain that's kind of disappearing off into a bush, and there seems to be some creature, something that is wrestling as you see the chain kind of dancing in place and the bush itself rustling and kind of going all over. If you choose to do anything with that is. Or you can keep walking past.
Do we see what's caught in the trap?
I hide.
Okay. Petunia takes a moment and ducks behind the nearest tree, kind of slowly peering out over it.
The battle has been unlucky.
Oh, it could be a fur trader's trap. I mean, do we mess with someone's livelihood? Don't all talk at once now.
Well, I don't know.
I'm not messing with it.
But you want to know what's stuck? Because maybe it's not something that's supposed to have been stuck in there.
Go ahead.
Iso
I'm gonna
will
get
just give
mauled,
a
I don't know what it
sharp
is.
Whistle in that direction.
Okay. Sharp whistle, you say. And with that whistle pierces out over the forest and seems to carry for a good ways. The chain stops rustling, and you hear... And out comes a red fox with its foot caught in a trap.
Oh, look at it. It came to you, Iso.
It does actually as best it can. It comes to the end of the chain, which is still several feet away from you, and kind of looks up pleadingly.
Oh, Ito, don't you want
Oh.
to just help it? Because I'm already bending down to, like... It's so cute! We don't have these things in my home.
You're responsible for it. If it poos in the inn, you're cleaning it up.
So I'm
You're
taking it
responsible
home.
for feeding it, watering it, making sure it has enough exercise.
How is it stuck on the chain?
There is a trap around its leg.
It's like a leg trap.
Like a steel trap that is closed around its back leg.
I mean, what's one less fur for them?
All right, I suppose.
I'm gonna, with my 8 strength, gonna attempt to open the trap.
Okay.
And hope the fox doesn't bite me.
Sure. Why don't you go ahead and roll me an invest check to see if you can identify how to open this trap.
Okay. Give me a second. I rolled a 16 plus something, so investigation?
Yeah, that's going to be more than enough, definitely.
Okay, so
as you
19.
kind of see a very simple mechanism, it seems like it's just a basic pressure plate that, when stepped on, closes off. So you kind of find and monkey around a little bit and find the mechanisms that would cause this to release. Why don't you give me a strength check then to see if you can kind of counter it and get that to work.
14.
14? Yeah, more than enough. You're able to kind of put off just enough pressure onto that again, or like release the pressure off of it, that the trap kind of brings back and open, and the fox is able to get its foot out.
Like, hurry up, I don't have that much strength.
Aniara.
Yep.
In your head, you hear, "Thank you."
I pause for a moment, my fingers snap together, and go, ah! What?
Are the four of you lost?
Anyone else hear this?
And you
You're
just
what,
see the
you're griping
fox
about pinching your
sit
fingers?
and look directly at Aniara.
I think it's talking to me. Are we lost, Iso? I don't think we're lost.
I think we're going west.
We're trying to find the Emerald Grove.
Interesting. The Emerald Grove. It's been a number of years since I've been there, but you're sort of in the right direction. If you angle a little more, you'll get there.
So I think the fox is telling us to go angle a little bit more something. The DM cut out at that point, but...
South.
South,
It's
okay.
more south.
Tell the fox thank you?
I thank you. I have just as much inflection to my voice as Iso did, if not more.
You
Parallel.
see the fox wink and then vanish.
Like just vanish or run away vanish?
Vanish. Not running away, it just gone.
I think that was
That fox
magic.
just wink.
I think it did. No, it was an eye
Something must
twitch.
have flown in just one eye.
Looking back, there is no trap. There is no chain, there is no peg.
I swear we got enough sleep last night. Did we just hallucinate?
Well, if we are, we're all sharing it. Because I saw that too. I didn't hear anything, but I saw the fox. The only thing I heard was you griping that you pinched your fingers in the trap.
It
That
talked.
isn't there.
And my fingers are fine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm gonna file this on there. We'll worry about it later, along with what we ran into that guy.
As you say, we'll burn that person when we get to it. Did I say it right?
Mm-hmm.
You
Yep.
got that one done, right?
Nailed
Well,
it.
Nailed it in one, ESO.
We'll burn that bridge when we get there. But you're good. So I think we have to go a
So
little bit
slightly
more
south,
south.
you say?
That's what
Mm-hmm.
the non-existent now non-existent fox said.
Yes.
All right, and with that, the four of you continue, angling slightly more south as you continue your trek to the west. It doesn't take real long. Another and a half passes, nearing 2 hours before you eventually come across a clearing that is, well, let me show you.
Oh, Max, change tabs.
You came across the right random encounter, let's just say that.
Yay,
Oh my God, at the
RNG!
same time, I can see stuff.
Ah, same.
Yeah, it's daytime. It's crazy. Like, that happens from time to time. But so you come to an area that is a loose assortment of trees. You notice high up in the branches that there are like wooden walkways in between each of the trees. And there's just a maze of walkways high up into the trees. And in the dead center of this clearing, you can see a large, black, leafless tree that stretches almost to infinity above you, hundreds of feet taller than the rest of the trees in the forest. How you did not see this beforehand, you don't know. But before you is possibly the Emerald Grove.
Well, that big tree doesn't look very emerald, but the rest do.
I thought for sure we walked into a trap.
Right? I see a bunch of ponds on the thing here.
And you do. As you kind of take a moment and continue looking out over this, you see a flash of like pastel color, just a ball of fur that kind of goes bounding through the treetops, kind of walking along all of those wooden paths, darting in and out of tree branches.
Was it green?
Roll a perception check. There's a blur of color.
Wait, sorry, I do that legitly. I can make it worse. 5.
5? You're not sure.
I'm at disadvantage in the daytime.
Yep. Yes, you are.
Oh dear.
Y'all know it's bright out here? It's super bright.
Yeah. It's lovely.
As you... Oh, go ahead,
I was
continue.
just gonna say, I look up. They're running over the walkways? Are they like look like they're avoiding us? Like ducking?
No, they just seem to be kind of like going about their own business, just kind of dashing from place to place. As you kind of sit and watch a little bit longer, you do notice that there is a distinct color to each like blur that you see. You are able to eventually identify several of them, and you do see a red one, a blue one, pink, brown, turquoise, purple, white, black, and yellow. All in all, you do not see green. And they do not seem bothered by your presence as of yet, as you're standing on the very outside of this large clearing. Well, I say clearing, I mean there still is trees populating it, but compared to the rest of the forest, this is a clearing.
A different type of...
Right, the trees are definitely differently spaced, and it seems much more planned and or organized to their structure than the rest of the forest.
Do you think that these are the things that we have to do a trade for?
That would be my guess. I'm
Who's
assuming so.
feeling really good at talking?
I mean, I can talk. I'm pretty good at talking. But what? Yeah. go talk to them. I'm assuming we need to get to the black tree.
I don't know. Do we know, DM?
You don't know. Angus never described what the tree itself looked like.
I would have thought it was emerald colored, but, you know, that's just me.
Maybe they've taken too much sap and it killed the tree. I don't know enough about trees to have said that. Skip it.
Looks normal to you.
Right. Well, maybe it is the black tree. That's what a tree is supposed to look like.
Totally. Yeah, I don't know what tree it is.
Yeah, I never said, just said a tree in the Emerald Grove.
Mm-hmm. Yep. What I got too. Boy. So are we just walking in looking for a tree?
No, that's entirely up to you.
Boy. Well, I suppose let's just walk in.
All right.
They're not attacking. Just walking.
Petunia leads the way and begins walking into the clearing. And not too long after that, you do see a yellow one almost immediately, like, freakily climb down the tree very, very quickly and bolt your location, not letting you get very far into this area.
Hello.
Hello. I need to figure out a better voice for this thing.
I was gonna say, is it the
Hello.
goblin again?
Right, it's the goblin all over again. It's just so much fun. Hiya. Is there anything I can do for you?
Yeah, actually, I had a question
And you
for
see
you.
this thing is just under 3 feet tall and is just a big poof of hair. You see little, like, hands kind of sticking out on the very extremities of it, but it is just, like, long hair that sticks all the way out. You're not sure if it is a really fat body or if it's just really fluffy. But you would put it on par with the size of about a halfling.
What are you?
A furling.
Oh, guys, that's a furling.
Hence the fur.
I don't leave my forest. This is the first time I've ever met one of your kind.
Oh, fair enough. We're very rare. It's just us here now.
Just you here now?
Well, there's several of us in the trees, but yes.
How many are you guys? Was there more?
There's 9 of us. There used to be 10.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
We've heard of old age. We just never thought it happened.
I hear you.
Yeah, we've been there. So we're looking for some tree sap. We were told we could find it here by you guys.
Any particular tree sap? We've got lots of trees.
You know, I wish I knew.
There's one for the Temple of Boldre that was special.
Oh.
Would
For
know
Boldre.
more. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the Emerald Oak. You'd want the Emerald Oak.
The Emerald Oak. We're trying to help.
Its body kind of shift. You can tell mostly because the hands move slightly more to the left, and it glances up towards the large blackened tree.
You know, it's not very emerald.
Very true. It is very black.
Little misleading.
Why is it black? It's supposed to be green.
Well, we never said it was green itself, just that it's emerald.
Is it sap?
This might explain it more. And he kind of shuffles very, very quickly towards the tree.
We follow.
Yeah.
He looks up and shouts, "Oh, Emerald!" And you see a very Well, the tree itself moves. A woman departs from the bark of the tree. And before you stands a jet black dryad.
Yeah.
Features very hard to distinguish because all of it is just black. You can see that it does have eyes that blink because portions of it kind of like squish together. Otherwise, like finding grain or anything else that in her skin is nigh on impossible.
So does your temple use blood?
Not that I'm
Oh,
aware
no,
of.
no. Nothing so barbaric as to use blood, no. The emerald sap does not hurt me. It's a gift I provide to those of Baldre. Well, I say gift. The furlings request something.
Right, we know about that. Suppose we should.
Is there something that you need? You have journeyed this far?
Yes. We needed some sap from the tree to bring back to the temple in Spielberg.
Easy enough. Yellow, have they arranged for a trip?
We were working on that, I think.
I'm pretty sure that's the only thing of import right now. We'll work out a trade.
So I
That works for me.
totally lost to like 15 minutes because I typed something and accidentally hit deafen.
So we lost everything?
15 seconds. 15 seconds.
15 seconds. You said 15 minutes? I was
I
getting
meant-
real worried here.
I meant seconds. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
I
All right.
from have we arranged something?
No, not yet.
Gotcha. Yep, and that was the Dryad asking the Yellow Furling.
Uh-huh.
And no, not yet, and we were going to arrange the details here.
Oh, okay. Because I was typing and I forgot that deafens when I hit that key.
Yep,
Oddly enough, you do use it sometimes.
looks like it.
Okay, sorry.
Well,
So, we're to trade something of value. We have emerald sap. What do you offer?
depends. What?
For a split second, Iso contemplates trading them Petunia. For a split second.
That has
Not
to
the
be-
first
No.
one.
We said things of value. No.
Ouch.
No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Every party has
Do you
tried
need
to
to
sell
cure
me thus
wounds for
far.
that burn?
I've got a lot of different things.
Is it just one
I-
thing, or is it from all of us? I suppose I gotta ask that. I have to ask.
Wait, you don't consider yourselves one?
Yes, we do.
Issa
Oh.
definitely considers us one.
That was confusing for a moment.
I have insect repellent.
Interesting. How much value do you place in it?
Not as much as I would say my clovers or
Clovers, you say?
Clovers.
I feel
yeah.
like clovers are something of value.
Well, I think they are. I mean, after all, 4-leaf clovers are supposed to.
Ooh. What would you say to 3 of your 4-leaf clovers for some sap?
How about 2? Because you're so fluffy.
But that's less.
Yes.
If I was super
but
fluffy,
it's
wouldn't you give me
enough.
4?
No, because you're so much shorter. You're small and cute and fluffy.
Roll a persuasion check.
Ooh, halfway decent. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. It's about what you needed.
Halfway decent.
That works. Yeah, halfway decent. Only a 20.
Halfway decent. Compared to my 3.
It's a hard bargain, but sure.
Woohoo! I take out 2 of the 4-leaf clovers, even so that neither of my...
And you see 2 rather willowy fingers grasp as the dryad moves forward to collect the clovers. You see her tuck them into the bark towards the back of her head before turning around and flowing to her tree. This will only be but a second, and you see her kind of run a finger down the bark itself, and the tree kind of parts ever so slightly, and you see emerald sap begin to flow from it. She takes another hand and wipes back over the sap itself, collecting it as well as sealing the opening in the tree, before coming back with a small handful of emerald sap.
Senor, do you have any more vials?
I believe this is usually sufficient for the church.
Sounds good. I have 1 vial and 1 flask. Well, I suppose it says vials.
You think a flask could probably be enough
Okay, flask will work.
to cover it? All right, and with that, she fills up a flask with emerald sap.
Well, we got
With these arrangements.
this worked out quite well.
It did.
Hopefully, you are also lucky with those clothes.
They do bring me luck.
Tuck the flask away.
I feel like I need to ask this because you're the first dryad we've seen. So I apologize. I do believe the healer wants some dryad bark.
Interesting. It's been quite some time since she has requested that. As per our standard agreement, you need to make a deal with the Furlings.
Alright,
But I can provide that to you.
let me see what I have. I don't have much.
Think while you're there, you do notice, kind of watching. Oh, never mind. She didn't like that idea at all, so she just cut out.
I was wondering.
Bullshit.
I really don't like her.
Yeah, it's about.
Ours is cutting in and out too, it seems, which is weird. A booster should be fine. Please don't drop the stream again.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I gotcha.
I'll go with that then.
What you do notice, Fink, is you're kind of looking around this forested area, this like small copse of trees. You do see an albino panther that kind of seems to be kind of like circling in and around, not maliciously by any means, just in the area.
I'm gonna switch
Pure
to
white.
no camera quick.
Sure.
There we go. Good to go. Maybe.
Cool.
Apologies, young drow. What did you have to offer for the bark?
The only thing I have, I've sent off to my grandmother. Everything else is valuable, but I am not helpful to the group if I give it.
Fair point. Does anyone else have anything to offer? The young Fearbog has already given her clothes.
I could probably chip out a gem from one of my armor plates.
That could be quite valuable. You also placed it within your armor. It wouldn't
they're
take
kind
much,
of-
just a bit.
They're more sentimental ornamentation than anything. But
Well, sentiment is the greatest value.
I'll take out that toolkit, grab something, and come out.
Yep, and again, you do that empty and hammer set are able to kind of like chisel off and pop off a gem. You see her again kind of willily flow back over to her tree, break off just the edge of a branch. Very small chunk of wood that she brings back and places it in your hand in exchange for the gem.
Cool.
Just remember, adventurers, not all quests are difficult.
And we are
I didn't get once.
I didn't get
So
stabbed.
far.
I met cutesy things, a little furling, beautiful dryad, much more pleasant.
Definitely.
Moving in and out.
What else I can do for you?
No, I think we have to bring these back.
I need to find some flying water and some green fur, but
Yeah. but we
Green
don't know-
fur.
Green fur.
I believe I know someone, and she glances down towards Yellow again, who might be able to arrange that for you. As for flying water, I'm clueless.
I think it's waterfall. Is there a waterfall?
She takes a moment, and you see her kind of squat down and run her jet black fingers through the grass and the ground. Yes. Miles to the east, there is one.
That seems
And
useful.
she slowly stands back up, kind of willowy in nature, yet again, bending with every movement.
Are we sure it means waterfall and not rain?
I think the sheriff said waterfall. Play on the words.
Yeah, that could be.
Really, you could say it's either.
I mean, if anybody had shape water, they could make it fly into a thing and that would work, right?
I'd be
Ingenuity
free.
is often an answer.
I seriously lose stream again?
I
It's
think
been
we did,
super laggy
yeah.
from what I could see.
Having issues.
Yeah.
I've had to re-go in twice.
Yeah, I just restarted a minute ago. At least recording doesn't.
Right,
with
that
that.
doesn't drop out. So hey, at least we got that.
Hey.
If you're looking for some green fur, I think we have a bit left. There's still bits of green left.
That sounds very morbid.
Oh, Green is the one who got old and died.
Right. The fur is still good.
I mean, that's true. And if you're willing to help someone out with it, make someone else lucky.
Right. No, you say help out. We trade.
Well, yes, trade, but that helps us. Yeah, trade
Definitely.
also helps.
Yes, yes. Do you have anything to trade? And Yellow slowly looks, like shifts, and you can see because the hands kind of rotate in place as at all four of you. You have given clovers. You have given a gem. Ooh, drow.
I've got...
We need this for something?
Yeah, for the healer.
Oh, I suppose. And I'll like pull on the rope, open up one of my satchels, and hand over my bedroll that I sleep on every night.
You see Yellow like try to reach for it and not really succeed because it's, short arm problem, and you see the Dryad's willowy arms kind of pick up the bedroll. Such value. How generous of you. And you see Yellow excitedly scurry off and scale back up the tree. And before too long, you do see that Yellow now has a bit of like dangling off of it as it comes back down the tree. And you see the Dryad kind of reach down gingerly and pick up the the green fur and place it in your hands, Iso.
But how big is it? This tuft of fur.
This tuft of fur.
Is it like a hide or is it like a bundle of fur?
Kind of like a cat fur. It's kind of how you would kind of think of it. So it's just kind of a big wad of fur.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, as far as like size, probably yayish.
That doesn't
Give or
help.
take, it's a ball of fur, maybe half a foot across and half a foot wide. So it is ball of fur.
Ball o' fur.
Yep, ball o' fur. Baloofer.
Like it. So we have the fur, we have the sap, we have the bark, we have the flowers.
And we know where Waterfall is.
Yes, to the east, which we have to go anyway.
Right.
Ball o' green fur has been added to my inventory.
Legit.
Well, I will definitely come back and visit all of you guys because you're cute.
We would love to see you again.
Oh, this was fun.
Seeing other furred creatures is great.
It is. I've been around so many hairless creatures lately. I was starting to get really, self-conscious. But
Agreed. The turtle's kind of weird.
yeah, he's completely hairless. That's the weirdest part.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Not a single strand.
I'm standing right here, you know.
He's bald.
Yellow giggles.
Well, if we're all ready, I think we should head back east towards the waterfall.
Yes, we can get that done.
Yeah.
All right. And with that,
Thank you.
Yellow disappears back up the tree. You notice the jet black dryad slowly dance her way over to her tree and slowly place herself back within it. The albino panther kind of continues its watch in the outer areas. You notice a red fox dart up from behind the tree, kind of also meld into it and disappear.
Funny, the
And-
red fox said it'd been a while.
Can say a lot of things. Time is very relative.
Weird.
Time is weird.
Wibbly wobbly.
Indeed.
It was totally
And
the
as
fox I
the
saved.
group leaves the Emerald Grove, we'll close out for the evening. And pick
Did
up
we hear
here
the
next
fox
week.
this time?
Did you hear the fox this time?
Right.
It didn't say
you
anything.
you saw it. It didn't say anything. It just melded back into the tree with the dryad.
Ah, okay.
So, with that, see everyone for the night. We'll see you next week. Stay safe.